you think you're at a disadvantage compared to her or him?
Her.
Do you think you're at a disadvantage compared to her when it comes to like the type of education you guys are getting just because you go to different schools?
I would say, I don't know. I'm doing good at math, and LaPria, if you listen to this, you're doing terrible, and we're in the same grade. But I guess just the way you apply yourself, like I apply myself. But I guess because she has us there or whatever, I guess in Wyandanch or whatever, people would be doing better if they would take advantage of what they have instead of taking it for granted. But people there like Hills West, your parents pay good money for that, so they're gonna enforce them like to do the programs because I know my aunt Faye forces her to do that stuff. But I'm not really at a disadvantage. Maybe with like the children like that you're around because they have more of a, I guess, zero tolerance, and we tolerate a lot of nonsense. So that kind of affects learning habits. But and maybe some programs we don't have that they have. But my year is good because we have Gear Up.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you don't think that you're like a step behind in any way, shape, or form just because you go to Wyandanch High School and she goes to Hills West?
No.
At all. Okay. Do you think that there's a gap between kids that graduate from Wyandanch and kids that graduate from Hills West?
Yeah.
How so?
Because when you go to a Hills West graduation, you see a lot of more graduation claps flying in the air than you see at Wyandanch at a graduation. Even though.
Say that again.
When you go to a Hills West graduation, you see a lot of more graduation claps flying in the air than you see at one at Wyandanch because our graduation rate is so low. That's because like I kind of doubled up this year. So if I don't have that AP class, all I have is regular English 12 honors, and wait, I won't even have to take, they won't even have pre-calc, so I won't have math. And then I'll like a reject to the college reps because I'm not taking any more extra classes that I don't need. And then I will feel bad because I wanted to try volleyball next year. I wanted to actually put a real contact sport besides softball and cheerleading on my roster, on my college resume. And then I will feel bad because it's like, I'll be afraid to walk the streets. Too much idle time on these children's hands. And I know how they get. We do have our crime rate, but what city doesn't? And if it's a city that does, then I don't want to live there because, you know, you need real experiences to handle the real world outside of Wyandanch. And we, like, you know, we do have our, like, shootouts and stuff like that, and, like, our people getting stabbed and robbed. But then we do have people who's doing bake sales and the churches who are hosting toy drives and giveaways and stuff like that. So, you know, you have the good and then you have the bad. But that's only because the media focuses on that, and that's what people feed off of. Like, if we were having, like, a church gathering or whatever, you wouldn't hear nobody going. But if you'll see, oh, somebody got shot on Birch Street, they'll be right there on Birch Street. Oh, let's see the crime scene. Let's go see the crime scene. Instead of doing something positive. But that's just them. I don't think it's all that bad. Like, yeah, it is, like, you know, it's not as good as it should be, but it's not all that bad to the way the point it's like, oh my God, if I go to Wyandanch, I have to have a bulletproof limo or whatever. No, you don't need that. Because I drive and my car is not bulletproof. It's been hit a couple of times and it doesn't bounce back, so yeah.
Okay. Do you think that the environment that the school is in influences the school? Do you think that because you're in the neighborhood like Wyandanch has a bad rep, you think it influences the school?
It influences the kids because they think, oh, well, they already expect I already come from a bad neighborhood, so they expect the worst from me. But it doesn't influence me. I know I live in Wyandanch, but my parents raised me, you know, to follow the rules and do the right thing, or else I will be disciplined at home.